Sunram. Sunram finds it. OC left pocket three on the way. Tickles a twine.
Now it's Matty Bass on the drive. Bass, nice move, and Bass with an easy layup.
To the feet, Ruppel brought back down. O'Connor, though, lost the grab, and down to the mat. Ruppel with a chance for a pin with a minute 15. There it is.
Pick and roll, Kaloran. Hooks it underneath, and a bunny for Hannig.
Right side to Charlie Shaw. Shaw looks right, drives in, attacks the double team, and splits him for the layup.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Tuesday evening inside the Shield Center. This is our pregame show today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve at Irie Insurance. Chase Miller with you here courtside for game 1 of 2 of our semifinals. A win doesn't guarantee you a spot at the state tournament, and a loss does not guarantee that your season comes to a close. But a win gets you one step closer to the Bismarck Event Center, while a loss puts you one step closer to your season coming to an end 24 hours from now here inside the Shield Center. Today on yourliveevent.com, 2 games for you on audio-only style. It's the number 1 seed in the tournament in the Kindred Vikings going up against the number 5 seed of the Central Cass Squirrels. Then the 2-3 matchup of the Wahpeton Huskies against Northern Cass, the Jaguars. Taking a look at what happened yesterday here on yourliveevent.com. It was a 57-54 win for the Central Cass Squirrels over the Lisbon Broncos in that particular matchup here for Central Cass. Easton Holland with 27 points, and Brody Runk added 13 points on the way as well in the quarterfinals. While for the Wahpeton Huskies, they picked up a 66-48 win over Fargo Oak Grove. Braden Steffens with 19 points, Landon Ralph with 13 points in the win, and then Northern Cass made it to the semifinals of a region tournament for the first time since 2016 with the 49-40 win over Valley City. Trey Huzar in that contest had 21 points in the contest, and then Miles Freilich with a nice double-double of 10 points and 11 rebounds. That's what happened yesterday. Kindred with the record of a 20-1 on the season, and they went perfect in Region 1 play, earned a bye into the semifinals as the Vikings were able to play for the semifinal round here against Central Cass, and these two teams have met now for 8 consecutive years in the postseason, and 5 of the last 6 years they've met here in the region semifinals. We'll dive into the matchup a little bit more, get to our players to watch out for, hear from both head coaches. It's all still to come before our starting lineups and the opening tip. It's the Squirrels and the Vikings in game 1 of 2 of the region semis on yourliveevent.com. The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org. Are you dreading tax season? Don't stress. Let Olson Accounting make the tax season a breeze, just like knowing your ABCs. From individuals to businesses, the expert staff at Olson Accounting ensures every deduction is maximized, every form is filed correctly. Let Olson Accounting set up your tax plan and eliminate any problems by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
Looking to sell your equipment or needing an upgrade? Purple Wave Auction has you covered. From construction to agriculture and fleet, we make it easy for you to sell, bid, or buy. Always online and always no reserve. Take the next step and register for free today at purplewave.com. It's time to experience the easiest and most straightforward way to buy and sell equipment with Purple Wave Auction.
Experience everything your home can be at the Lighting Gallery. Stop in for our President's Day sale, February 17th through March 1st. Save 25% on everything bath, including bathroom lighting, decorative vanity mirrors, lighted mirrors, bath accessories, and even special order items. With our large in-store selection and help from our lighting designers, you're sure to find the perfect items for your home. The Lighting Gallery, 3622 South Washington, Grand Forks. Online at shopthelightinggallery.com.
As we continue on our pregame show here today on yourliveevent.com, about 20 minutes or so from the opening tip between the Kindred Vikings and the Central Cass Squirrels. Chase Miller with you here courtside on the broadcast. On this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Brad Well, the head coach here for Kindred, averaging 68 points per game defensively. They're giving up 47 points per contest here for the Vikings. A 15-game winning streak was snapped in Moorhead against the Spuds back on February the 12th. That's their only loss of the season. Since then, they won 5 straight games, including their last matchup on March the 3rd against the Valley City Highlanders, 71-40 here for the Kindred Vikings. While for the Central Cass Squirrels, head coach by Matt Norman with a mark of 8 wins and 14 losses here on the season. They won back-to-back games for the first time here this year with a 57-54 win at the hands of the Lisbon Broncos. Central Cass averaging 58 points per game. Defensively, giving up just under 62 points per contest. Some of the players who've had a tremendous season so far for Kindred, it's really a handful at different capacities in what they can do offensively and defensively. Their numbers might not leap off the page in terms of someone scoring 20 points or 25 points per game, but they can hurt you in a multitude of ways. Presley Peraza, the future Minot State Beaver, with 15 points and 6 rebounds per contest. Brooks Bacco does a little bit of everything for the 6'5 sophomore guard and an All-Stater a season ago with 12 points, 6 rebounds, and just under 5 assists. That's just a couple to talk with here for head coach Kindred Brad Wells' club. While for the Central Cass Squirrels, able to see a 1-2 combination yesterday just in scoring of Easton Holland putting up 27 points in the win. He hit a three-pointer, went 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Brody Runk, the senior, gets another 2 games, the lone senior on the roster with 13, but if a Cash Lorenz can get going from beyond the arc, that could be a deadly difference maker here in this contest for the Central Cass Squirrels. Third meeting this season between these two clubs. Kindred swept Central Cass with a 66-51 win back on January the 21st and a 65-35 win most recently in Castleton on February the 28th. We'll take a quick break and we come back after this, go over some other games across the region, update you what's going on in Grand Forks. A little upset brewing right now between the Spoilers and the Firebirds. That and more before our coaches' conversation. That's on the way as we continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show. Take a look at your out-of-town scoreboard after this. Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
You would never buy a one-size-fits-all shirt, and you should never do so to protect your valuable assets. And we'll find you the right fit for your insurance policies.
Home insurance, auto insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance, crop insurance.
We have you covered from head to toe, underground to sky. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
This is our pregame show here tonight on YourLiveEvent.com inside the Shield Center. Taking a look at what's going up north in Grand Forks. Region 2 basketball later tonight. Thompson goes up against Four Winds Minnewacan in one semifinal. But the first semifinal inside the Betty, the Grafton Spoilers and the Devils Lake Firebirds knotted at 22 apiece with 4:10 left to play in the opening half. Again, Grafton 22, Devils Lake 22, as that one is making its way to the latter moments of the first half of play. You can check out that game on YourLiveEvent.com. Also going on tonight, Region 3 at the Mounted State Dome. Del Axe Burlington against Botno in a semifinal. Rugby squares off with Turtle Mountain in the other semi. Region 4 out at Wofford City in Division A. Shiloh Christian will match up with Killdeer in one semifinal. Then Dickinson Trendy matches up with Beulah in the other semifinal. That's a look at the Division A bracket. We'll keep you apprised of B as well. In the East, Medina Pinger Buchanan has a date with Hankinson, and then Oaks and Lemoore Litchfield Marion in Jamestown at the Civic. Up in Devils Lake at the Division B Region 2 tournament, New Rockford Cheyenne goes up against Warwick, and Midway Minto squares off with North Border in the other semifinal. A reminder, tomorrow we'll crown a champion here in Region 1. That is going to be at 6 o'clock, the third place game. The championship will follow. We'll get to the All-Region Team Senior Athlete Coach of the Year. That and more coming up tomorrow night. But again, a reminder, the games will not be Thursday. They will be on Wednesday due to the state AA beginning here on the north side at the Dome and the Shecht. And everything goes to the state qualifiers. The A will be on 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock on Saturday, with the B being at 5 and 7, respectively. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, Coach's Conversation. That's next here on our Irie Insurance Pregame Show. We'll hear from Matt Norman first and Brad Whale before the starting lineups and the opening tip.
Benedict Mission Coordinator has a great move-in special. For a limited time, you can save $5,000 when you move in. That's $1,000 off your first 4 months of rent, and the $1,000 move-in fee is waived. Your rent at Benedict Mission Coordinator covers 3 meals a day, home and yard maintenance, indoor access to Essentia Health Clinic and Benedict Therapy Services, and much more. To schedule an appointment, call Benedict Mission Court at 218-784-5250. Save $5,000 with this move-in special. In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community. One that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
On our pregame show here today inside the Shield Center, it's the Central Cass Squirrels and the Kindred Vikings to open up the Region 1 semifinals. Joining us here from the Central Cass perspective is Matt Norman. Matt, before we talk about your opponent in terms of the Lisbon Broncos, just what did you like from your performance against, before the Kindred Vikings? Let's just recap the Lisbon Broncos. What did you like against Lisbon last night here 24 hours ago?
I thought we did a good job of being resilient down the stretch. We had a decent lead in the fourth quarter, and we just saw that lead kind of dwindle. We maybe didn't get quite as clean a looks at the rim, and instead of letting panic set in, we just kind of kept going through the process, did a really good job of managing down the stretch. And credit to Lisbon, man, they had a great season. They had a great group of seniors, and they battled all the way through. And so we were really, really fortunate to be able to come away with that win last night.
I'm going to ask Brad Whale the same question. 8 straight years that Central Cass and Kindred have met in boys basketball, 5 out of 6 in a region semifinal. Just what makes it about these two teams that find a way to meet now here in the postseason?
I think it says a lot about how much hard work our players put in the off season, and I know other players do too. But you can see it in the gym where kids are working hard because they want to make sure they have that opportunity to play Kindred in a big game. And so that's it, man. It's kids love ball and they want to get better, and they dream of these days on the floor here where we can compete and hopefully make ourselves into a region championship situation.
Take a look at this one, third matchup of the season. What's something that you've done well? What are some things that need to be tweaked as you get ready here for the third time going up against the Vikings?
Yeah, it'd be the third time that we've played Kindred, and they do do a lot of things really, really well. And they're a special team. They're very athletically gifted and well coached. And so when we do a better job of making sure that we respond to their physicality, when we do a better job of making sure that we find advantage situations, then, in our first match, I thought we did a nice job of that. And we did a really good job of competing that entire game. Second time we played, it wasn't the case. We didn't respond, got punched in the mouth, and kind of just we hit a bit in stretches. And so this season has been about growth. That's been our message since the beginning. And so tonight we have to see, when the tip happens and the first punches are thrown, so to speak, how do we respond? And against a quality opponent, it tells a lot about where the team's at.
Final thing for head coach for Central Cass, Matt Norman. I know a lot of people want to talk about the playmaking ability of our Lorenz or Azim or Peterson as some younger guys, but how about the defense, particularly from both Keegan and Andrew, and what they're able to do with Cash? If they can get going, whether it's man, whether it's zone on the perimeter, what does that do for the back end, so to speak, of the Brody Runks or the Easton Hollins at time guarding the rim?
Yeah, it really, really helps. We can hopefully keep people in front, especially from around the perimeter. And Andrew Zemer does a great job. Keegan does a great job, and Cash did a nice job last night against Bittner. And then Zane Blixt came in last night off the bench and did such a great job against a really, really gifted athlete in Cordero. And so if we can do that, it really helps us stay home defensively under the rim. When we have to start pulling help and dropping guys in coverage, then it's challenging for us. So we got to take some pride in that. We have to make sure guys finish through our chest again tonight. And if we can do that, it should be a fun game today.
Hey, Matt, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck here today.
Appreciate it, man.
That again, Matt Norman, head coach for Central Cass, will continue on the pregame show to this from the Shield Center.
Red Angus Annual Bull Sale Thursday, March 20th at the ranch near Hit 75 Red Angus Bulls plus 20 elite hand-picked registered heifers. Same reliable program, new exciting genetics, producing Red Angus genetics with sustainability for over 26 years. Request a catalog today. Call Gary Jacobson 701-361-3189 or Facebook Jacobson Red Angus. The sale broadcast on DV Auction. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale Thursday, March 20th, 1 p.m.
Are you looking for your next vacation rental? Call or text Mason at Cleveguard Rentals 701-552-3181. Family fun, girls getaway, retreats and get-togethers. Call or text Mason 701-552-3181. Located on West McDonald Lake, your vacation awaits.
On our pregame show here tonight, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance from the Shield Center. It's the Kindred Vikings and the Central Cass Squirrels here on yourliveevent.com. And Brad, we were doing some research across the way, 8 straight years that Central Cass and Kindred have played in the postseason. 5 of 6 you met in a semifinal regional matchup here. So what just is it about these two teams that seem to meet during this time of the season the last 8 years?
Well, we kind of look at both programs and they're bigger schools and have good programs and good players. So I think that's kind of the reason why we matched up these last 8 years in the postseason play, and it seems to be definitely a good competitive game all the time, no matter the records.
Again, Brad Whale with the Kindred Vikings joining us here. Brad, when you take a look at just your team in general, it's been about a week now, a little over a week since you played a last game against Valley City. So what did you guys utilize in that terms of practice, give the guys off? What did you just kind of do in between that time as you got ready for the region tournament?
Well, we did give them a day off just to recover and recoup a little bit and take their minds off basketball. Then we got back after it and tried to clean some things up that we thought we needed to work on both ends of the floor. Seems like the kids are loose and they're ready to go tonight.
You see the Central Cass Squirrels and what they did against the Lisbon Broncos yesterday in that 3-point win. What's something that's going to be a challenge here later tonight against Central Cass?
Well, they're very young, but they're very skillful as well. So we're definitely going to have to get out on them on the 3-point line and contain the dribble. Sometimes youth doesn't know any better, and they're gonna play loose, and they have probably nothing to lose.
You take a look at Presley Peraza, just what does it mean for him to, sign at track and field at Minot State, able to play basketball, but most importantly, what has he just provided, as a senior from the start of the season to where we are now to begin the postseason for your squad?
Well, I think he set such a good example of how hard work has paid off for him. He's put countless hours into the gym, into the weight room. So he set a real good example for other kids and underclassmen. And he's also provided leadership for us this year. He's one of our captains. So we're really happy for him that he signed with Minot State, and we think he's a good fit.
Final thing for me, Brad, I think I know where this is going, just talking to you over the years, but biggest thing that you need to do well here, knowing you have today, you have tomorrow, no matter what happens for all the 4 teams here coming into this shack today, but what's the one thing that you must do well over the next 24 hours here to get to that next round, get to the next phase of the postseason?
Well, hopefully tonight we get off to a good start. We haven't played in a week. Hopefully we don't come out flat, but obviously we've hung our hat on our defense for many years. It's been successful for us, so hopefully that continues tonight.
Brad, it's always good to see you. Best of luck here today against Central Cass.
Thank you.
That again, Brad Well, head coach for the Kindred Vikings, will continue after this on our pregame show.
What's going on today? I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassi Precision Ag come over and do an inspection. You upgrading systems or working on maintenance? Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs. I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call. Yep, they'll come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassi Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Call 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Hey Lisbon, it's time to rally behind our favorite team. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are sending all our best wishes to the Broncos as they hit the court and field this season. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are proud to support our teams and community. Let's show our Broncos that we're with them every step of the way. Go Broncos! Your dedication and spirit makes us all proud. From all of us at the Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters, we're cheering for you.
You would never buy a one-size-fits-all shirt, and you should never do so to protect your valuable assets. And we'll find you the right fit for your insurance policies.
Home insurance, auto insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance, crop insurance.
We have you covered from head to toe, underground to Scott. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids in schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
Bears Home Solutions is the Red River Valley's premier HVAC and plumbing company. Our team of friendly, licensed professionals has delivered top-notch service to the Red River Valley since 1978. Bears Home Solutions is the only name you need to know when it comes to heating, cooling, and plumbing installation, service, or repair. When you want it done right the first time, you need a Bear in there.
I'm Molly, and I have lived here a little over 3 years now. I like the open spaces here and being able to go in and out. I like the fact that I don't have stairs or elevators. I just have most everything that I need close at hand.
As we get you ready for the starting lineups again, that does it for our pregame show today. Brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote started today. Take a look at the starting lineups here in this one for the Central Cass Squirrels. Brody Runk, a 6'5 senior, coming off a 13-point performance against the Broncos. Cash Lorenz, a 5'10 sophomore, 9 points against Lisbon. Andrew Zemer, an underclassman, a 6-foot guard with 3 points in the game. Had to go through some foul situation against Lisbon. Keegan Peterson, the 6'1 junior, and then from there, Easton Holland, the 6'4 sophomore, 27 points in the win for the Squirrels yesterday. Runk, Lorenz, Zemer, Peterson, and Holland. Central Cass head coached by Matt Norman with a mark of 8 wins and 14 losses on this season. As we turn our attention now to the Kindred Vikings, their first game here of the tournament. As for the Kindred Vikings are in a bye, winning the regular season championship. They will go like this. Brooks Bacco, a 6'5" sophomore guard, averaging 12 points and 6 rebounds per contest. Carson Osee, the future University of North Dakota men's basketball player. Osee, a 6'9" senior forward, 10 points and 4 rebounds per contest. From there, here you have Jake Starcevic, the 6'2" senior forward. Presley Peraza, a 6'5", senior as well. And then from there in the starting lineups here in this one will be Isaac Spellhog, the 6'4" senior guard. So again, Bacco, Osee, Starcevic, Peraza, and Spellhog here for the Kindred Vikings, head coach by Brad Whale, with a mark of 20 wins and 1 loss on the season. As we get you ready for this contest, as we'll get this one ready to get underway here in just a few moments as they go into the center circle. As we get the thumbs up for the officials that we are ready to go. That again is their starting lineups. Chase Miller with you here courtside. Inside the shack, a nice crowd that you would expect between two teams that have squared off each with one another here throughout the course of this season. A good rivalry matchup as well. Winner makes their way to the championship tomorrow roughly at 7:30. Loser will see their season not come to a close, but go into a win or go home situation for third place tomorrow night. Also later tonight will be Wahpeton and Northern Cass in our second semifinal. Opening tip at 6:05 on a Tuesday. This one is going to be won by Osee and the Kindred Vikings in their white uniforms with the blue numerals and lettering. Kindred across the front with that little checkerboard down the side of white and blue here in this one, as they will work it right to left. The Vikings will utilize this now at the top of the key as they see this one here at the top, as this one gives it now to Peraza. Peraza gives it to the left wing. This one will go to the left-handed side. Peraza gets the ball back inside the paint with the teardropper. Got it to go for 2. Opening 2 points here for the Vikings will go now to Presley Peraza. As we'll see this on a turnover on the way for the Central Cass Squirrels. With it is Osee with the right-handed layup for 2. So 2 points on the way for Kindred. Over another 2 points, it'll turn over on the steal. The Kindred Vikings have taken a quick 4-0 lead on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Ball will go to left-handed side. Here's a spin by Runk. Runk will see this up off the backboard. Can't get it. Rebound comes down to Peraza, his first. Peraza will see this in transition to left-hand side. Bacco on the interior. There goes Spellhog. Here comes a double kick to the left baseline. Bacco on the way. 3-pointers long. Rebound tipped by Osee in the hands here of Holland. The Squirrels out in their red uniforms with the white trim down the side. Central Cass across the front in black with the white numerals here today. Cash Lorenz, top of the key, driving kick, right-handed side. This one goes to the baseline of Zemer, and Zemer will step out of bounds and a turnover here on the drive for the Central Cass Squirrels. And the question has been for most teams throughout the course of the season, how can you contend with this size and athleticism against 6'5", 6'9", 6'2", 6'5", 6'4" for this Kindred Viking club? And as Brad Well mentioned in our pregame show, want to make sure they don't come out flat, come out and set a tone here for the Vikings for this first game. Ball will go to Osee, deep 3, splash it in. Osee right in front of the Squirrels bench makes it a 7-0 run. 6:14 left to play here in the quarter. Easton Holland goes behind the back, going straight up with Bacco. It's taken away by Starcevic. Up the other side of the floor. Here's a right-handed thunderous dunk by Osee. Make it a 9-0 lead here for the Kindred Vikings. 2 minutes in, the Squirrels dig themselves a hole. Still a lot of time to come back in this one. But this is, of course, of a situation where you don't want a team like Kindred to get up by so much where they can get up and hide. Foul will be on Peraza after Runk brings the ball in the front court with the body. Presley brings up his first. That'll be the team's first, and the dunkometer already at 2 here for Kindred. As Lorenz will inbound it. As he does, gives this to Zemer, as the Vikings will match a little man pressure defense. Little horn set here, run here for Runk. Runk at the right wing, gives it back now to Zemer. Zemer sees us on a ball screen with Holland. Zemer, jumper, free throw line jumper is up, and that'll be off the 10. Rebound here for Starcevic. Starcevic will see it here. Jake will work with it. This one gets tipped, but right into Starcevic's hands as he was looking for Bacco. Good spin on the inside, as Starcevic finishes for 2. able to not completely do a 360, but cop into the paint, find a little maneuver, gets to left hand and finishes for two here for Starcevic. 11-0 for the Vikings. 5:15 left to play here in the opening quarter. Holland back in his defender, down, gives it back to Lorenz. Lorenz looking for the ball screen, back on the interior to Holland. Holland goes into a double as Spellhog comes across the way, and the arrow will favor the Central Cass Squirrels. 15 seconds here on the shot clock as Central Cass will inbound the basketball on the baseline, out of bounds right. Runk on the inbounds here for the 6'5 senior. Gives it to Lorenz at the wing. Lorenz takes the ball screen back up top to Holland. Holland looking to get by his defender now to Peterson. Deep three here for Cash with the rainbow. Nothing but twine. Right over Brooks Baco. Our first three-pointer of the night here for the Squirrels goes to Cash Lorenz, and the Squirrels will be back with an 8 3-pointer in transition for OC's going to go long. Rebound comes down here to Easton Holland. Holland with the basketball, drive kick to Lorenz. Shot fake. Cash gives this one around the world as it goes now to Runk. Runk at the left wing, crossing over right to left, gets into the paint. Kick out top of the key. Three on the way for Peterson. That'll be off the iron, and a rebound here for the Vikings. Peraza gets his second board of the game, crossing the timeline now with it. Ankle cross to the free throw line, looking backdoor on the find. Slips it to OC, left wing, triple up and in. OC from 23 feet, showing off the range, and Carson just like that in double digits with 10. 2 threes and 2 dunks here for OC, 2 minutes and 45 seconds in, and this one will be out of bounds. Make that 3 minutes and 45 seconds in. Ball will be tipped out of bounds, and a turnover here for the Central Cass Squirrels. It'll be their third. 4:08 left to play in the opening quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank, and they will say that it's going to be, in fact, in Central Cass basketball, so it will be for the Squirrels as they will give it in the backcourt now for Central Cass, as this one will go with Zemer. Right-handed side to Holland, guarded there by Starcevic. On the world as it goes to Peterson. Peterson with it, coming through the screen is going to be Lorenz, but Starcevic able to read it. Starcevic goes to the other side. Right-handed layup for two. And we got a timeout on the floor here for head coach Matt Norman. The Kindred faithful on their feet. 3:48 left to play in the opening quarter. It's the Vikings 16, the Squirrels 3 on YourLiveEvent.com.
25 years, Carlita Dietz at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties has been serving the real estate needs of Fargo-Moorhead and the surrounding communities. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, Carlita is ready to help you evaluate the market and make the right choice for you. Take the first step into settling into your next home by calling Carlita Dietz at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties at 701-367-5918. Experienced, confident, qualified Carlita Dietz.
Timeouts on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. Visit banknorth.bank. That again is banknorth.bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. See what values-based banking can do for you, as Bank North has been a trusted financial partner for generations. 16-3 Vikings out in front here at the 3:48 mark. Timeout taken there by head coach Matt Norman. As the Squirrels give it to Zemer, now to Lorenz, as Zemer works with it in the front court. Crossing over left to right on the cross. Gives us now to Runk at the free throw line. Jumper from 13 will go long, and Spellhog will pick up the rebound. Isaac gets his first board of the game. Other side, Peraza slip pass on the interior. Starcevic with a ball fake. Gets his man up in the air and finishes for two. As the Vikings score in transition, Starcevic has 6. Ball will go left and inside to Zemer. Zemer at the left wing, crossing over to the paint. Right-handed layup for two. Good-looking move there by the 6-foot underclassman Zemer. This is now an 18-5 contest with 3 minutes left to play here in the opening quarter. Peraza left of the key. 3! Rack it in. Peraza with his 23rd made triple of the season. The Vikings already with 3 players in the scoring column, with OC, Starcevic, and Peraza for all 21 points here for Kindred. Right-handed side, ball will go left wing now to Lorenz. Deep triple on the way for Cash. Rebound will be for OC, his first of the contest. You'll see it now for Isaac. Spellhog gives it right wing to Baco, skips it to Starcevic on the left baseline. Starcevic on the cutting teammate here to Isaac. They reverse it now to Peraza. Presley rising, three-pointer off the iron. Put a board here for Carson OC, his second. This will be a high post and a turnover as Zemer gets his hand on the basketball. Zemer to Runk on transition, but Spellhog hustles back. He will be out of bounds on the baseline and will allow the reset here for the Vikings defense. Luke Starcevic, a 6'5 sophomore, will check in. Also coming in will be Gabe Whipple, a 6'1 junior guard here for the Vikings. Well, Lucas Christensen, a 6'3 sophomore, will check in the lineup here for the Central Cass Squirrels. 2:22 left in the opening quarter. Brody Runk lost it. It's on the deck still. Eventually, Starcevic, that's Jake, gets the rebound to his brother, who throws up the floor now to Bacco. Bacco will see this on the baseline, and a foul on the floor before the shot. As Bacco went on the drive, this could be on Lorenz. We'll see who the foul is officially on, and it will be on Cash. That'll be his first, the team's first of the contest. And to Brad Wells' point, he wanted a really good start, nothing flat, and the Vikings have answered that here in the opening quarter. Starcevic on the inbounds, gives it left and inside to OC. Jake gets the ball back open. He got a chance to set his feet, so he'll shoot the three-pointer. That'll go off the mark. Rebound to Bacco. Bacco spins with a scoop and score. Brooks with his first field goal of the night, and the Vikings lead at 23-5. Central Cass front court now. This one will go right-handed side to Zemer. Zemer at the right wing, shot fake, gives it now to Runk. Runk to the right short corner. With the basketball there is Jackson Howe, newly inserted. Howe get the right elbow. Nice pass on the interior. Runk with a jumper from 7. Good offense by the Squirrels. Patient, moved the ball, got a decent look by Brody Runk, and Central Cass is back on the board. 90 seconds play here in the first quarter. Bacco on the baseline, driving kick. Right-handed side three-pointer by Whipples long. Backside rebound on the way here for Christensen. Christensen finds it to Zemer now. Zemer now to Lorenz on the near sideline. Lorenz taking the ball screen. Good hedge here by Starcevic, but then Lorenz is going to shoot the three as Starcevic went back in to guard his man, and Cash got a little daylight and made the most out of it. That'll be his second triple of the contest. 23-10 now as the Squirrels are back within 13. Starcevic to Starcevic. Luke misses, gets the offensive board, then we're tied up, and it'll stay Central Cass stay Kindred basketball. Central Cass went to a little zone. They went to the high-low quickly, did Kindred. And we'll see a couple of substitutions coming in. Bacco, we'll see inbounding it. As you see, Kylan Swenson, the 5'10 senior guard, 2 points, 2 rebounds per contest. A phenomenal football athlete in his own right as well. You do not want to get in front of Kylan Swenson. That's like running into a brick wall. Ball goes right-handed side to Whipple. Now we'll go to Swenson. Swenson shovel pass to OC at the wing. OC probing, dribble pull-up from 15. Tickles a twine. Carson OC now with 12, and he has been locked and loaded from the shoot. Back to a 15-point margin as Lorenz gives it to Zemer. Zemer right to the key, ripping it through Nelson into the contest here for the Squirrels. Ball will go right-handed side to Lorenz. Lorenz in the interior to Nelson. Foul on Starcevic. Lucas will pick up the foul. That'll be Luke's first, the team's second here at the 3:33-second mark of the first quarter. Central Cass on the inbound here with Easton Holland on the baseline, out of bounds right. Holland finds it to Lorenz. Lorenz at the right wing. Lorenz with the step through off the window. Can't get it. Rebound. Tipped down eventually. Kindred will come away with it here with Whipple. Whipple up the floor in transition. Whipple to the paint. Lost it on his way up. Good hands and a turnover. Holland will come away with a steal. Now transition for the Squirrels. Under 20 seconds playing the quarter. Holland to the baseline. Gets this shot, but it's partially tipped by Luke Starcevic. Holland stays with it. Now to the left-handed side. Lorenz top of the key. Will launch from 27 feet. Oh, he's got another one. Lorenz with his third triple of the game. Here comes Bacco near sideline with 3 seconds. To the wing, high post. Now to OC from 30 feet to beat the horn. Is off the iron, and that's how we'll end our first quarter of play. If you got range, you came to the right house. OC and alongside Lorenz had hit from 20, 25, and out so far in our opening quarter. It's 25-13, Kindred.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
As we head to the second quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, go to dhb.bank. Central Cass gets it. Blick's going to drive now to Haug as they give it up top. That'll go to Runk. Runk at the left elbow, able to skip this one. Open to the right baseline. Three-pointer here for Central Cass is up and good. Cole Boer with the triple. And the Squirrels are back within single digits. They've hit 4 threes, 3 of them coming by Lorenz. Now with it, here goes Starsvik. That's Jake. Spins on the interior, gets double. Kick left-handed side. Whipple open, left baseline. Three-pointer, that'll go long. Rebound tipped out, though, to Peraza. Peraza's third board of the game. Jake Starsvik on the left block. Nice pass to his brother to the right block for 2. Luke Starsvik with that one. And it's now a 27-16 contest here for Kindred. 7:15 left to play in the opening half. And a little hand check foul here for Gabe Whipple, the 6'1 junior with his team's first, trying to get over the screen here from Easton Holland. And for the Vikings, got up early, 16-3. And since then, Central Cass Squirrels have weathered the storm a little bit here, down by 11. With it now is Blix. Blix will go right-handed side, trying to get by Whipple. Off the window, good for 2. Nice little clear-out move. Blix doesn't take the screen. He got a step on Whipple, went to the paint and finished high off the window, back to a 9-point margin. Peraza, though, on the left baseline now for the Vikings. Gives it on the interior to Jake. Starsvik, slip pass inside Bako. Bako looking to go across the paint. Good hand by Blix as they were looking for Luke Starsvik. And coming away with it there is going to be Easton Holland. Turnover number 3 for the Vikings. Transition 3! Nothing but twine. Cole Boer with back-to-back triples here on the Central Cass faithful on their feet with 6:36 left to play in the half. The Squirrels have hit 5 threes. Timeout on the floor.
At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator.
Timeout brought to you in part by Bank North. Visit banknorth.bank. That is banknorth.bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. See what values-based banking can do for you. So an 8-2 run here for the Squirrels to begin the second quarter of play. 6:30 and counting here in the first half. OC will see this little zone pressure defense by Central Cass with Boer and alongside of Blakes on the top of that zone. Ball goes on the interior, now to the baseline. Jumper on the way for Luke Starsvik is good. Give the assist to Jake Starsvik. Luke now has 4. Jake does such a nice job at that high post on the 2-3 looking, probing, and found his teammate and brother there for 2. Easton Holland slips to the paint from the left elbow, able to go inside the paint for 2, and Holland is on the board, and the Squirrels are back within 6. Kindred near sideline to OC. OC with a ball fake now to Jake Starsvik at the free throw line. Starsvik spins on the left block, gets doubled, able to get the shot up, and off the mark, no good on the little baby hook. Brody Runk gets the rebound as that ball hung on the rim 2 to 3 times as Runk corrals the miss. This one gets deflected by Peraza. Runk will stay with it. Runk to the paint. Right-handed shot is swatted away by OC as the Vikings now will go with Peraza. Peraza quickly up the floor to the right wing. Spellhog will see this one to a transitioning Luke Starsvik. Jumper from 15 is up, and that'll go long. Board underneath here for Central Cass. Zane Blix gets the rebound up the other side of the floor to Runk. Left-handed side goes Peterson. Peterson bounce pass to Runk. Runk will see it here. Spins on the baseline. Shot fake on the way. Got Peraza up in the air. Starsvik goes through the loose ball with Hall, and it's loose underneath, and the arrow will make its way towards the Kindred Vikings. 5:13 as Starsvik and Hollig went down on the floor. The Vikings will bring Brooks Bacco into the game here for Kindred. Well, the opening 4 minutes and 12 seconds, 2 dunks, 2 threes by OC, 3 dunks. 2 of them by OC, 1 by Jake Starsvik, but it's safe to say since that point, the Squirrels have settled in, but the Vikings still lead it by 9 here on a high-flying, acrobatic kind of team on the north side of Fargo tonight. Starsvik on the interior with the left-handed dribble for 2. Starsvik gets it to the high post, and he knows exactly what he wants to do with it. He's not waiting. He's passing, he's shooting, or he's driving as he did that time on the 2-3 zone. Zane Blix at the right wing. Blix crossing over left to right. Blix gets to the paint, lost it then as he was looking to have a wraparound pass to Peterson. Turnover number 6 here for Central Cass. First game of the tournament here for the Vikings during the semis. Well, for Central Cass, they hit 7 threes against the Lisbon Broncos. They already have 5 of them here today against Kindred, and they went 5 of 11 from the free throw line. Zemer and Lorenz both back into the contest now here for Central Cass. Ball will go up top. Brooks Bacco leaves this one. As you still almost see a little bit of a zone, but trying to really get in front of OC right now. Almost more of a triangle and 2 here. Ball will go right-handed side. This one goes to Spellhog. Left-handed side now to OC. OC on the baseline. Skips this one to Isaac in front of the Squirrels bench. But Hess on the interior goes to Starcevic. Jake leaves this one off to Peraza, and there's a foul. Brody Runk will get called for the foul. The Central Cass student section wanted a clean block, but 2 free throws upcoming here for Peraza. Presley, a 71% free throw shooter on the season with 4:09 left to play here in the half. Will get 2 free throws for the future Minot State Beaver men's basketball and track and field athlete. Free throw attempt number 1. Swirls out. First free throw attempt of the game for either club here, coming at the 4:09 mark of this first half of play. Free throw attempts number 2 is good. 6 points on the way for Peraza. The Vikings extend that lead to 9. Transition quickly, now goes Peterson. Peterson crossing over right to left. Lost it, Starcevic with the basketball, but a foul here. And this one will be assessed on the Central Cass Squirrels after the turnover. He got a reach by Keegan Peterson, his first and the team's second. This is the one thing that Kindred can do. A team that can hurt you from beyond the arc. They can get to the paint and the rim. So for Matt Norman, we've seen a zone. We've already seen a little chase. We've seen man-to-man, just trying to throw the kitchen sink at this Viking club. Ball will go right-handed side. Spellhog will give it now to Brooks Bacco. Bacco top of the key. Bounce pass. A little bit of a lazy pass as Zemer gets it. Zemer across the paint. Other side. Right-handed scoop for 2 from Brody Runk. Oh, what a pass by Zemer on the bounce pass. And a quick timeout here for head coach Matt Norman. 3:41 left to play here in the opening half. Time on the floor. Vikings lead it by 7 on your liveevent.com.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has brought in to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
After the quick time out on the floor, brought to you in part by Bank North, the Central Cass Squirrels will have 3 remaining. Kindred will see this left-handed side to Jake Starcevic as it gives it now to Spellhog. Spellhog will see it here, gives it now to Bacco. Bacco at the free throw line on this. We've got OC. OC college range triple, rocket in from the right wing. OC with his 3rd made 3 of the half. He's got 15 in the game. Good moving offense there for the Vikings as they lead it again by double digits. Brody Runk will see this here, guarded by Peraza, top of the key. Runk able to cross over left to right, right-handed side now to Peterson, who gives this to Cash. Lorenz has already hit 3 threes in the first quarter. Crossing over left to right now to Peterson. Peterson sees this one, couple of dribbles, top of the key, open, he'll shoot. Shot isn't it out, no good. Nelson with the tip, but it goes right to Bacco for the Squirrels. Make that for the Vikings as Bacco lost it off his hip, off his knee, as Peterson got back and it went off of Brooks. So a turnover here for Kindred. Nicely getting back is Keegan Peterson, able to tip that one up off the side of Bacco in transition, and it is a turnover for the Central Cass Squirrels. 12 points in the quarter, 10 so far here for the Vikings. Vikings coming out, little half-court trap. They nearly get a steal. Brody Runk in the front court on the NDSU emblem. Sees this one, looking left-handed side. Zemer at the elbow, gives it now to Runk. Left wing triple for Brody's going to be off the front iron. Rebound to Carson Ossie, his 3rd of the game. Starcevic, right-handed side, Peraza. Peraza at the right wing, looking for a teammate, looking for a handoff. Skips it near sideline now to Isaac, who's going to set his feet. Left wing 3 on the way by Spellhog's going to go off the front iron, and Brody Runk will get his 2nd rebound. For Matt Norman, the way he's defending, if you're a Whipple, if you're a Swenson, if you're a Spellhog, you're going to get some looks outside of the arc. He's trying to get his hands on OC and Starcevic and company. Here's a tough shot, fadeaway jumper from the baseline by Ziemer, up and in. He's got 4. 35-27 right now. The Kindred Vikings lead it by 8. You'll see this one with Bacco being face-scored there by Ziemer. Right-handed side goes Starcevic. Starcevic sees it here, gives it now up top to Peraza. Peraza top of the key triple. That'll go long. Rebound, and the Squirrels will let it go out of bounds there with Keegan Peterson as it makes its way towards Central Cass. Substitution here for the Squirrels. Jackson Haug will check in also with Easton Holland as Nelson will check out. Spellhog will check out of the game here for the Kindred Vikings as you'll see Gabe Whipple returning here for Kindred. 1:35 left to play in the opening half. Squirrels down by 8 with the rock. They'll see this with Ziemer right wing. Here comes a trap by the Vikings up top to Brody Runk. Runk with the basketball, gives it back to Lorenz. Lorenz at the top of the key, takes the screen, right-handed side Ziemer, now to Haug. Haug sees it to Lorenz on the baseline, who reverse pivots, ankle cross left to right. Here goes Lorenz with a teardropper on the baseline, and he gets fouled. Lorenz with the fake spin at the wing as he was going to come up, but then spun on the baseline, got himself open, a little real estate there for Cash, and a foul will be assessed on the Vikings. Barrazo will pick up his second, team second, and 2 free throws upcoming here for Cash. First free throw of the night here for Central Cass at the 1:17 mark of the first half. Free throws up and in. Lorenz has 10 in the contest, an 88% free throw shooter on the season. This to make it a 2-possession game here for the Squirrels. Second one is good. Lorenz with 11, Squirrels back within 6. Vikings will push the tempo now with Peraza in the front court. Peraza the right wing. Peraza's going to drive, slip pass left-handed side. Here's a jumper by Whipple from the left elbow off the backboard, can't get it. Rebound here for Central Cass. This will be with Jackson Haug. Haug right-handed side to Brody Runk. Runk with the basketball, now to Lorenz. Lorenz taking the screen, left-handed side. Ball gets tipped right in the hands of Ziemer. Ziemer back to Cash. Cash to the baseline, now to Runk. Runk at the right wing, looking on the interior for Holland. There's the bounce pass inside to Easton. Easton with a little baby hook on Starcevic, got it to go. Tough shot, but Easton Holland had 4. Starcevic nearly got the block. It's 35-31. Jake, you just got to tip your cap to Holland on that made jumper as the Central Cass Maple coming to life here inside the shack. Ball goes left baseline. Here goes Bacco on the interior to Starcevic, and a reach and foul on the Squirrels. Foul will be assessed here on Central Cass with Holland, his first and the team's third, and that'll reset the shot clock with 28.6 seconds left to play here in the first half as the Vikings can hold for the final shot if they want. Jake Starcevic on the inside, able to spin with the left hand up and in. Starcevic in double digits now with 10. Again, you get Jake that basketball from that elbow to that paint area. He knows what to do with it. 10 seconds remaining here in the half. Ziemer will see this one now for the Squirrels. Ziemer crossing over left to right. Ziemer going to drive to the paint, wrap around, pass on the interior. Haug lost it on the way up, goes to Peraza near sideline to Bacco. Bacco with a second to beat the horn is going to be short by Brody Runk, and that's how we'll end our first half of play. The Kindred faithful might have wanted a little foul on Runk. Nothing was granted, and that's how we'll end the opening 16 minutes. It's the Kindred Vikings 37, the Central Cass Squirrels 31 as we head to the break. Brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual and Tope Insurance. Halftime show is next.
The City of Hillsborough invites you to make Hillsborough your home. If you're looking for a new home or a job, check out the opportunities in Hillsborough and see what the community can offer you and your family. Enjoy a quality family life with community, education, church, entertainment, and more. For all neighbors and those driving through the region, we welcome you to come and shop with the businesses in Hillsborough. If you have questions related to services available in the City of Hillsborough, contact the Hillsborough City Office at 701-636-4620.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Minnesota and North Dakota farmers are dealing with real yield-robbing challenges. Tight, heavy soils, light sandy soils, high pH soils, cool ground temps at planting. We have tools to address these challenges. Liquid products, easy to use, and made in the U.S. Apply in furrow or with your pre-plant spray application. Call today to tackle your yield-dragging soil challenges this growing season.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com. Chase Miller alongside with you here courtside from the Shield Center. This is our halftime show brought to you in part by Tope Insurance with Ryan in Castleton. Get in touch with Tope Insurance today by simply giving a call to Ryan throughout the week at 701-347-4045. That's 701-347-45 to get in touch with Tope Insurance. Kindred, after one quarter play, led 12 25-13. Central Cass outscores the Vikings 18-12 then in the second quarter as they're trailing it here by 6. The Vikings came out on a whale of a run, no pun intended. It was 16-3 at the 3:48 mark in the first quarter of play. After that mark, that's where Central Cass started to settle in after a Matt Norman timeout. But the Vikings led by 2 players so far in double digits. Carson Osee currently with 15 points. He's got 3 rebounds with 3 threes and 2 dunks. Starsevic's got 10 points. That's Jake. He scored 6 in the first quarter. 6 points for Presley Peraza with a made free throw with 3 rebounds. 4 points for Luke Starcevic off the bench. And 2 points for Brooks Baco with 2 boards. Again, the Vikings led by the 15 of Osee and the 10 by Starcevic. Well, for the Central Cass Squirrels, they're led by the 11 of Cash Lorenz. 3 threes all in the first quarter of play. 2 of 2 from the free throw line here for Cash as well. From their balance, 6 points by Cole Boer, 2 3-pointers in the second quarter, 4 points for Brody Runk, 4 points for Zemer, the same for Easton Holland with 2 boards, and Zane Blix has 2 points here for the Central Cass Squirrels. Squirrels led by the 11, again, of Lorenz. First half numbers on the team side, Vikings with 5 players in the scoring column, 1 of 2 from the free throw line with 4 made threes. 3 of them again coming by Osee. The other triple by Peraza in the first quarter. 5 turnovers here for Kindred. For the Central Cass Squirrels, they have 6 players in the scoring column. They're 2 of 2 from the stripe. 5 3-pointers here in this one. 3 of them by Lorenz, 2 by Boer. 7 turnovers here for the Central Cass Squirrels. Winner of this contest has a championship game tomorrow against the winner of our next contest of Wahpeton and Northern Cass. The loser will play the loser of our next one for third place tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. At the half, brought to you in part by Tope Insurance. It is a 6-point lead for the Vikings. We'll take a look at some of the other scores and games going on across the way today here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
As we continue at the half here on YourLiveEvent.com, halftime show brought to you in part by Cass County Mutuals. They provide insurance products all of southeastern North Dakota, a local company providing local service to all their policyholders. Visit CassCountyMutual.com to find an agent near you. That again is CassCountyMutual.com, or talk to Lindsey Johnson in Castleton throughout the week. Up in the Betty in Grand Forks, Devils Lake right now hanging on with 5 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter as they just hit a 3. It's the Devils Lake Firebirds 63, the Grafton Spoilers 52. Coming up later tonight on YourLiveEvent.com in the Betty with Joe Lancello and Kevin Kochman, it is the Thompson Tommies squaring off with 4 wins. Minnewacan. Also some other scores across the way here in Region 4 in Division A. Shiloh Christian leads Killdeer after 3 quarters, 60-40. In Division B, Minot RE Deemers over West Hope Newburgh, 30-21. And also in Division B, Warwick and New Rockford Cheyenne are tied at 31 apiece. That game is going into the fourth quarter of play. That's a look at your out-of-town scoreboard here tonight across the state of North Dakota. As those games come final, we will provide those final stat lines for you here in this one. Still to come again, Wahpeton and Northern Cass a little bit later on. 3 teams are similar from a season ago in the semis, in which Kindred defeated Central Cass 57-49. Wahpeton over Valley City 47-44. Can Kindred and Wahpeton match up in the championship again, or will we see one, if not 2 new teams this year in the championship? Last year from this region, Kindred and Valley City made the state tournament. The Vikings runner-up. Highlanders took 5th. Valley City made their way through a state qualifier against Thompson to get to the Dome. Wahpeton lost to Grafton in a state qualifier. That, again, is a quick look at what happened last year as well. We'll take a quick break, and we come back, get you ready for second half action next inside the Shack. That does it for our halftime show, brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual and Tope Insurance here on YourLiveEvent.com.
74045.
The Outlaws are coming back. The World of Outlaws Late Model Series is coming back to Ada, the Norman County Raceway. Saturday, June 28th, the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series will have 2 shows at Red River Valley Speedway, Saturday, May 31st and August 23rd. For tickets and more information, visit ncraceway.com, redrivervalleyspeedway.com, or follow on Facebook.
High school hoops here on YourLiveEvent.com inside the Shields Center. Chase Miller with you courtside. And that does it for a halftime show. Brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual and Tope Insurance. The Kindred Vikings lead it by 6. That is the 5th of 6 years that these 2 teams have met in the semifinals in some capacity, of the old Class B to what they are now here in Division A. This is a particular matchup that these 2 teams have found each other to play against one another from more seasons than not in this particular juncture. And these particular teams, as well as how this one goes here for the Vikings, can they add a little bit to what has been a really great start to the 2020 decade? Back in 2021, finishing 21-4, beat Oak Grove in the Region 1 title, beat EKM in the state championship, and then from there able to make state in 2022, runner-up to 4 wins Minnewacan from Minot, and last year a runner-up at the Dome against Devils Lake. While for the Central Cass Squirrels, they made it to state, capping off an undefeated season, putting the ball in the old Class B championship with a 26-0 record, defeating Shiloh from the Bismarck Event Center here for the Central Cass Squirrels. So when you take a look at their respective divisions in the last 4 years, it's either been Kindred or Central Cass, either finishing as a champ or runner-up in the state. And that is going to be a good one here on YourLiveEvent.com, as it is high school basketball in this particular contest, as we get to see this one as we get you ready for the second half of play. Ball will go down to the Central Cass Squirrels, as this one will go to Andrew Zemer. Zemer will see this as he crosses the timeline now, as this one will make its way to the right wing. Cash Lorenz at the free throw line. Ball gets tipped, and that'll go right in front of us. As Starcevic able to come across the way here on media row, and he looks to be all right, as that one literally took out the media row across the way here on YourLiveEvent.com. And my compartment with Brad Anderson looks to be all right as he collects himself. That was like a steeplechase that you did not want to be in front of right there on the other side. And looks to be that Brad is okay across the way, as Starcevic saved the ball, went out of bounds, as we'll see this now with Brody Runk, who gets fouled and counted. It's a Brody Runk and one to begin the second quarter play. Foul will be on Spellhawk. That'll be his first and the team's third, and we'll see 2 free throws upcoming here for making an and one, and a free throw upcoming here for the Central Cass Squirrels as Runk will head to the free throw line for the opportunity. That's going to be long. Rebound tipped, and eventually we'll see this. This one will be on the floor, and the foul will be coming against Keegan Peterson, his second, the team's first. But a good start to the second half here, and everyone looks to be all right here on Media Row. I mean, the definition of coming across the scores table here, and then Starsvik able to save a penguin slide, get everybody off the floor. It goes all the way to your hip for a person who stands at 5'10", so that's a good 3 to 4 feet that comes off the floor, and he looks to be all right. Ball will go right-handed side to OC. OC will see this one now to Starsvik. That's Jake. Jake with the basketball on the inside. Bounce pass, right-handed side, Peraza. Peraza from the block, and he gets mugged. Brody Runk will pick the foul, his second, team's second of the quarter, and we'll see 2 free throw attempts upcoming here for Starcevic and the Kindred Vikings. Make that Peraza, after the pass by Starcevic, as Peraza will hit to the free throw line. A 71% free throw shooter is up and in, as Peraza now has 3. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way as the Vikings have a 5-point lead. And now give it back to a 6-point lead. Couple free throws by Peraza. The Vikings 3 of 4 from the line here in this contest. Zemer left-handed side, of foul will be before the block with the body on the floor. Spellhog will pick up his second and the team's second. Ball will get inbounded here on the baseline, as it will, as this one will get inbounded here with Brody Runk. Runk on the baseline, looking to get open is Lorenz. Runk will see this all the way in the backcourt, as that'll go right to Andrew Zemer. Zemer sees this now in the front court for the Squirrels, right-handed side to Runk. Runk with the jab step, taking the dribble, gives this to Lorenz. Lorenz at the right wing, taking and using up the dribble here, gives it back now. That'll be in the hands of Peterson. Peterson, right-hand side, ball fake, bounce pass on the interior. Getting in front is Starcevic as they're looking for Hall, and eventually a turnover here. Starcevic will come up with it. It's a 2-on-2. Starcevic with a little Euro step and a foul here on Brody Runk. Runk will pick up the foul in as many moments here to begin the second half. That'll be his third, team's third, and 2 free throws there for Starcevic. Runk just wasn't set outside of the semicircle, and we'll see a body contact and a foul upcoming here, as 2 free throws will be on the way here for the Vikings. Free throw number 1 will be off the mark. Starcevic, a 50% free throw shooter on the season here for Jake. 10 points, a couple steals, a rebound here in this contest. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way. Is in and out, no good. Rebound coming down here to Easton Holland, his third of the contest. So you'll see it now here, and the Squirrels will let Runk stay on the floor with those 3 fouls at the 6:30 mark here of this third quarter. Ball goes right wing now to Lorenz. Lorenz at the right ring, ankle cross, probing, shot will be short. Rebound, put back, Runk for 2 though. No one boxed out Brody, he's got 8 points and 3 rebounds. Central Cass back within 4. Starcevic to Peraza, hard down the paint. Peraza sees this off the window, no good. Rebound for Baco, and then there's the foul. The question on who, as Peraza hit the deck hard. The foul will be assessed here on Zemer. That'll be his first, team's 4th, but for the rest of the quarter, the Kindred Vikings will be in the 2-shot bonus, as Brooks Baco, a 62% free throw shooter, heads to the line to shoot 2. Free throw is up and good. Baco hits the first. He's got 3. It's now 40-35 here in favor of the Vikings. Free throw attempts number 2, and with Kindred in their downhill style of mentality of attack, can they take advantage of the free throws here so far? 4 of 6 in the quarter from the line. They have yet to hit a field goal, but when he can get to the line 6 times, he can do some damage in 2 minutes. Ball will go right wing. This one goes around the world to Runk on the right baseline. Now to the right wing. That'll go to Zemer. Central Cass working with it right to left. Now to Lorenz. Shot fake here by Cash. Cash to the baseline. Blocked out of bounds by Baco, who saves it to Peraza. Peraza in transition now as he goes behind the back. Peraza with the pass to Starcevic. Starcevic looking for the reversal. Shot is off the mark. No good. Rebound here to Runk. Runk will see it, and we're going to get a tie-up or a timeout. We're going to get a timeout here for Central Cass, and we'll take a break with them. 5:38 left to play here in the third. Time of the 4 for the Squirrels.
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
High school basketball on YourLiveEvent.com. Timeout brought to you in part by Bank North. Visit banknorth.bank. That again is banknorth.bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. See what values-based banking can do for you, helping customers, communities build, grow, and prosper. So with 5:35 left to play here in the third quarter, timeout here for the Squirrels. They'll have 2 remaining. Cash Lorenz will see this one now at the center court line. Lorenz at the right wing gives this one to Holland. Holland trying to get by Starcevic, able to cross it away. Now it goes to Zemer. Zemer top of the key. They go underneath the 3-point line, and Zemer will launch the 3. Just came out of his hands a little bit short, and it will be Kindred basketball. Substitution in the game will be Lucas Starcevic as Isaac will take a breather here. 1:18 left to play in the fourth. Up in the Betty, Devils Lake 69, Grafton 62 in the Region 2 semis. Vikings will handle it now with Peraza. Peraza with the basketball, taking a couple of dribbles to the right wing here for the Vikings. Gives it now to Starcevic. Starcevic gives it back to Presley. Presley with the right elbow. Jumper is up off the mark, no good. Rebound tipped in the hands of Brody Runk. Runk will get his 5th board of the game as Central Cass will come up near sideline here for Brody. Runk at the left wing. Runk's going to drive, bounce pass right-handed side. Here's a 3 on the way. Rainbow 3's no good by Zemer. Ball gets tipped down in the hands of Starcevic. Jake up the other side of the floor. Baco with a little step. They're off the window for 2. Baco now is 6. And the Vikings lead it here by 8. 43-35 with 4:35 left in the third. Brody Runk at the left elbow. Drive kick left-handed side to Holland. Spot up 3-pointer left wing off the iron. Rebound comes down to Peraza. He hits the outlet man named Baco. Baco goes to the other side. Behind the back, lost it. It's poked away and a turnover. Peterson will see it now here for the Squirrels as he does near sideline. Peterson looking for the step. They're able to handle it now to Lorenz. Lorenz guarded by Baco. Left-handed side to Holland. Holland at the left wing. Going to get by Starcevic to the right block. High off the window. Up and in. Easton Holland now is 6. This game's starting to pick up a little bit here midway through the third. Starcevic handoff to OC, foul here on the Squirrels, and we'll see bonus free throws. Foul will be assessed here on Keegan Peterson. That'll be his 3rd, team's 5th, and 2 free throws here for OC. OC, a 68% free throw shooter on the season, had 12 points in the opening quarter. His stat line was 2 dunks, 2 threes, and a pull-up jumper from 15. OC free throw attempt is good. Make it 16 points on the night here for Carson. As Ben Nelson will check into the game. Zane Blix also coming in will be Jackson Haug here for the Central Cass Squirrels. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming here for OC. Peraza, Baco, and a pair of Starcevics on the floor here for the Vikings. As OC able to hit the second. Now makes it a 45-37 contest here. OC's got 17. With it now will be Jackson Haug. Haug at the right wing looking for Lorenz. Going to be a turnover here as Brooks Baco takes it hard, and there's a foul by Holland. Turnover number 9's a costly one. Holland will pick up his second. 2 free throw opportunities here for Brooks Baco. 1 main field goal in the quarter here for Kindred. That's a Baco bucket. And they're 6 of 8 from the free throw. Make that 6 of 8 from the free throw line so far. Free throw is up. That's good. Kindred starting to stretch out this lead a little bit more here midway through the third with 3:47 left to play in quarter number 3. Baco sees this one rattle in, and a timeout here for Bradwell. We'll break with them. 47-37, 3:47. A lot of 7s here in the third on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Kindred Viking Boosters support healthy, active, competitive high school athletes. Viking athletes. Ready, focused, come celebrate their achievements. You're invited to Viking Pride. Save the date, buy your tickets, or reserve a table. Get excited for April 5th. Join friends at a new location, the Avalon Event Center. Viking Pride 2025. A feast, fun games, and a night to celebrate. They are why we booster.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com. 47-37 high school hoops today on Your Live Event. Timeout brought to you in part by Bank North. Visit banknorth.bank. That again is banknorth.bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. What has been another classic so far here of a first half between two fierce rivals on the court and off the court here this season. Ball will go right-handed side. Zane Blix on the skip. Little pick and flare to Lorenz. Lorenz took a dribble, lost it. Now it goes Starcevic. Turnover here as Baco will see it up the other side for Peraza, looking for the alley-oop jam, but instead it will be a turnover here on the Vikings. We're looking for the alley-oop jam, and now all of a sudden, if you're head coach Matt Norman and the Squirrels, you got your stop. Now it's about getting some quality buckets. They put 18 points up against the Vikings, and now Kindred at 12 in the second. Norman would like to see a little bit more of that here to close out the third. Ball will go right wing to Lorenz. Lorenz with 3 threes, all coming back in the first quarter. Has 11. Pick and pop now to Holland, and a reach and foul on Starcevic. Jake will pick up the foul, his first, team's third. So for the Vikings, they'll have one more to get before it's the bonus for Central Cass. Is Brody Runk into the contest with Cole Boer now. You're going to see Andrew Zemer into the game as well. Here for Central Cass, the Vikings will make a substitution as Gabe Whipple will check in here for Brooks Baco. As the Squirrels with Zemer to inbound the basketball, as they will see this one out of Zane Blix. Blix here at the right of the key. Blix gives it right-handed side. That'll go to Brody Runk. Runk at the right wing, taking a couple of dribbles, driving to the baseline. Runk looking for it on the interior, able to give a skip pass. Saved it on the way there for Blix as he goes into the bench. And he gives it to his teammate here to Zemer. Zemer with the cross, looking for the probe. Pass on the interior. Here goes Nelson to the baseline. Brody Runk, dribble, pull back, right wing three. This one will go short. Rebound, going to be won by Carson Ossie. Ossie with his fourth board up the other side of the floor to Starcevic. That's Jake. Jake at the free throw line. Right-handed side. Three-pointer on the way. That's going to go long here by Whipple. Long rebound to Zane Blix. Blix will see it in transition. This one, was it deflected? No, it was not. Turnover here on Central Cass. It's their fourth. Tough one in transition, maybe just trying to do a little bit too much on it, but you can understand why, where the Squirrels, 6 points so far in the quarter, down by 10. You don't get a chance to transition too terribly often against this Kindred length. So when you got the chance, got to try to make the most of it. Starcevic on the inside, little baby hook on Nelson, but then we'll see a violation on the goaltend here by Peraza. The ball was still hanging around the rim and on the rim as Presley looking for the tip and the bucket to go in, but it'll be a goaltend, and they will wave off the bucket. Central Cass will see this here as they will handle it now with Zemer. Zemer right-handed side to Brody Runk. Runk with the basketball now to Zane Blix on this weave. Blix to the right of the key, taking a couple of dribbles. Blix looking for a teammate, finds one here. Here goes Boer as he goes through the elevator screen. Back to the right-hand side to Blix, back to Boer. Boer at the left wing, rainbow three! Finds a pot of gold! Cole Boer now with 9. Squirrels back within 7. Vikings, Starcevic, left and it's on to Peraza. Peraza at the left baseline, gives this one now to Whipple. Whipple back to Presley for the answer at 3. Left pocket is up and short. Rebound here for Central Cass, getting out and run as Andrew Zemer feeds it up the floor. Boer says, let's slow it up. Zemer hands this one off now to Runk. Runk at the left of the key, finds it back to Boer. Boer at the right wing, finds it to Zemer. Zemer with the step through, takes a hard dribble, pass on the inside, and Nelson double team comes, and a foul on the floor. And this one looks to be on Luke Starcevic with the body, and it is. It'll be his second, team's fourth, so both teams in the bonus for the remainder 129 here of quarter number 3. Runk will check out of the game. Easton Holland will check in. As you'll see the Squirrels inbounding the basketball. Boer here at the right wing, back up top. That'll go to Zemer. Zemer with the step, taking a couple hard dribbles. Drive, kick, left-handed side. That'll go to Christensen. Back up top now to Holland. Quick hedge here on Starcevic. Right wing as they work it around to Boer. Right pocket 3 on the way. In and out, no good. Board on the side here for Starcevic. Luke's going to get tied up with it. Then he makes his way past Baco. Baco left-handed side of Peraza. Peraza with a layup up and in for 2. Peraza's got 10. 49-40 here as the Squirrels will see the basketball. Right wing to Holland. Holland with it, going to drive hard on the inside. Holland on the left block. Holland throws it up, and there's a foul. Jake Starcevic's going to get tabbed with the foul here for Kindred. That'll be Jake's second, team's 5th. Holland to the line for 2. A 70% free throw shooter on the year He went 4 of 6 in the contest against the Lisbon Broncos last night. Free throw attempt on the way here for Holland is missed by the lefty. For Central Cass, 2 of 2 in the first half. So far here in the second half, they're 0 for 2. So now just 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Free throw attempt number 2 to try to get this deficit to 8. Free throw attempt here for Holland is good. Back to an 8-point contest here. Holland now with 7. Substitution, as you'll see, Isaac Spellhog into the contest here as Jake Starcevic will take a breather. And now for the Kindred Vikings, they will bring in the front court, as they will with Isaac. Spellhog will give it left-handed side. That'll go to Peraza. Peraza back to Isaac. Here, little zone defense by the Squirrels. Isaac at the right wing. Finds it to OC. Deep 3 for Carson. That'll be an air ball. Miss everything. And Starcevic, that's Luke, can't save it from going out of bounds. So you're being seen Matt Norman again, almost like a triangle and 2 on a couple of players at particular times. Of an OC might be on a Jake Starcevic or a Baco or Peraza. What you're just trying to do is minimize some of the athletes here for Kindred as best you can and force someone else to hit an open jumper. And so far it's been disruptive enough. Well, the Vikings will settle in and do a little half-court man-to-man. About a second differential between game clock and the shot clock here as the Squirrels trying to milk this clock out in the third. Zemer dribbling with the basketball, guarded by Peraza. Shot clock getting to 10 seconds. Right-handed side to Holland. Holland with the basketball on the sweep to Boer. Boer at the right of the key. Boer on the step through. Boer gives it to Lorenz. Lorenz from the parking lot. 35-footer is short. It'll be a shot clock violation. And the Squirrels will give it right back to Kindred. 0.6 seconds remain here in the third, and the official's going to talk it over to make sure do you maybe put an extra 0.6, maybe 0.8 on the clock and give just a little bit more time here for the Vikings. As the ball went out of bounds, but again, it was a shot clock violation. So with the shot clock, they will add the second. So it'll be 1.6 left here in the third. So this is enough time now for Kindred where it's not a catch and shoot, catch, dribble, and then shoot. As Peraza will inbound it on the baseline. Peraza to Baco. Baco, there's the catch, there's the dribble. Half-court shot is up, and it's going to be short, and that's how we'll end our third quarter of play. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Vikings lead at 49-41.
Are you looking for your next vacation rental? Call or text Mason at Cleave Guard Rentals, 701-552-3181. Family fun, girls getaway, retreats and get-togethers. Call or text Mason 701-552-3181. Located on West McDonald Lake, your vacation awaits.
Your family farm has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Taupe Insurance is here to help you weather the storm when those challenges arise. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies. Taupe Insurance offers coverage on your farm's assets, crop, and hail insurance, plus home and auto, commercial, and life insurance. Stop in for a visit today at their office in Castleton or give Taupe Insurance a call at 701-347-4045.
High school hoops here as we go to quarter number 4. Make sure you stay to our post-game show. It'll be an abbreviated post-game show. Our Enbridge Energy player of the game will get to our Agassi Precision Egg play of the contest. That and more is still to come, and we'll hear from the victorious team as well. 49-41 here on YourLiveEvent.com as we get you ready for the fourth quarter of play. This one goes right-handed side, OC now to Baco, left-handed side in the hands of Spellhog. Back up top, little junk zone here by the Squirrels. Jumper on the way for Starcevic, will hit the back of the iron twice, roll out, tipped back by Isaac. It's still loose out of bounds, and it'll be a last touch here by Spellhog and the Kindred Vikings. 7:40 left to play here in quarter number 4. The Squirrels will utilize it now going from the south to the north rim here inside the Shield Center. Zane Blix on the floor for Central Cass. It's been Kindred to lead wire to wire. Squirrels got within 6 at one point. Brody Runk here, top of the key. Runk crossing over left to right. Runk going to drive, looking for a teammate. Finds it to Lorenz on the baseline. Back to Runk here at the right wing. Up top to Blix. Blix will see it now to Cash. Cash not about a 3, guarded by Starcevic. That's Jake. Lorenz with 10 seconds. Gives this one off right-handed side. Little give and go action as Lorenz on the baseline jumper on the little floater is going to go long. Rebound here for Carson Osee, his 5th of the game. Outlet the other side of the floor. Starcevic gets fouled, and Jake will head to the line. Foul will be on Zane Blix, his first, team's first of the 4th quarter, and 2 free throws here for the Vikings. Kindred in the 3rd quarter shot 10 free throws. They went 7 of 10 from the stripe. Free throw opportunity here for Starcevic, 10 points again in this contest. Free throw attempt is short. Vikings scored 25 points in the 1st quarter, 12 in the 2nd, 12 in the 3rd, while for the Squirrels, 13 points in the 1st quarter, 18 in the 2nd, and 10 in the 3rd. As you'll see, Presley Peraza back into the game here for the Vikings with Bacco, Starcevic, and Osee. Free throw opportunity number 2 here to try to get this deficit, or this lead that is, for the Vikings to 9, and he does. Starcevic now with 11. Blix on the floor with Hall and Runk. You also see Boer and Lorenz here for the Squirrels. Drive kick, Lorenz, shot fake on the baseline. Dribble pullback 3 is up, and that's going to be off the iron. Rebound here for Luke Starcevic. That'll be his 2nd of the game, and for the Vikings right now, up by 9 with under 7 minutes to play. Ball will go to Peraza to the baseline at the left wing. Free throw line extended. Now to Osee. Osee back to Presley. Gives this one now to Starcevic. Starcevic with the rock here, taking a couple hard dribbles. Able to rip it on the inside. Off the window. Can't get it. Rebound tipped out by Bacco in the hands of Lorenz as a work with it. Here for Runk. Runk back to Lorenz. Lorenz with the floater inside from the left wing. In and out, no good. Rebound here for Osee. Good looking shot from a Central Cass perspective. You'll take those in transition. Not so just about finishing. While for the Kindred Vikings, Bacco goes left-handed side. Peraza, college range 3. That'll go off the iron. Rebound though on the inside for Osee with the left hand. Put back for 2. Osee now is scoring every quarter. He's got 19. Now we'll see a time on the floor for Matt Norman. This game is double digits at the 5:59 mark on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Kindred up by 11. Central Cass with the ball on the return.
The Outlaws are coming back. The World of Outlaws late model series is coming back to Ada, the Norman County Raceway. Saturday, June 28th, the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series will have 2 shows at Red River Valley Speedway Saturday, May 31st and August 23rd. For tickets and more information, visit ncraceway.com. RedRiverValleySpeedway.com or follow on Facebook.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. That again is dhb.bank. Top on the floor brought to you with the Kindred Vikings here as they'll have 3 remaining. Central Cass will have 1. Finals for you across the way. Shiloh Christian in Region 4A defeats Killdeer 77-58. Region 2A, Devils Lake over Grafton 76-64. Those are some finals again across the way in North Dakota. With it now is Central Cass. With it is going to be Zemer. Gives it up top to Boer. Boer with the top of the key. 3-pointer off the iron. Rebound gets tapped out. This is going to be loose, and Spellhog will see it, then throw it away. Here's a Lorenz. 3-pointer right wing is up and in. 4th made 3 for the Squirrels, and Central Cass is back with an 8. 4th 3-pointer that is for Lorenz. That's the 7th of the contest for Central Cass. Ball goes to the left-handed side to the baseline now to Osee. Osee at the left wing with the answer. 3 is up and in. Carson Osee with 22 in the game. 55-44 here with 5:15 to play in the 4th quarter. Holland will see it now to Runk. Runk at the left of the key, able to spin at the free throw line. Runk looking for a teammate. Bounce pass left and inside now to Lorenz. Lorenz back to Zemer here. Zemer with the basketball. Driving kick to Boer. Boer right wing 3-pointer is up. That'll go short. Rebound to Bacco. Brooks Bacco will get his 3rd board, and now if you're the Vikings, you can start to minimize possessions here if you want to be very deliberate in the front court. For the Vikings, Brooks Bacco gives this one to Starcevic, now to Osee. OC back up top to Peraza here. Peraza will see it now on the interior to Luke Starcevic. Starcevic muscling is made down, and this one will be a foul after there was a block, and Starcevic will head to the free throw line. Luke, a 46% free throw shooter on the season. Foul will be on Holland, his third, so you got 3 on Runk, Peterson, and Easton now for Central Cass. 2 free throws upcoming here for the sophomore center. Free throw attempt is going to go short here by Luke Starcevic. Quick substitution into the game here will be Keegan Peterson as Boer will check out now. For the Squirrels, so far 3 points in the quarter coming by that Lorenz 3 just moments ago. While for the Vikings, they have 6 points, 5 of them by Carson Osee. Osee with 4 threes in the contest. Free throw attempt on the second is up and in for Starcevic. And the Vikings lead it by 12 here, 56-44. Zemer with it to Peterson, now to Holland. Holland handles this one, tries to rip it through, does to Peterson. Top of the key, three-pointer is going to go off the backboard, no good. Board on the way here to Brooks Bacco. Bacco with it in transition, step through to Luke Starcevic for 2. Feed the big man that runs. Starcevic has 7. 58-44 now to Cash Lorenz. Lorenz will see this here at the right wing, taking the ball screen back up top to Holland. Holland with a couple of dribbles, goes behind the back of the free throw line. Here comes Alp, and there's a turnover. Peraza will go the other side of the floor. As he does, it's a 3-on-2. Peraza to the paint, right hand, a layup for 2. Peraza's got 12, and the Vikings are separating now up by 16. Brody Runk in transition, other side got it to go. He's got 10. Under 4 minutes to play here with 3:45 in this fourth quarter. A little up and down basketball, but the Vikings have extended that lead to 14 than where it was to 10 and 12 just moments ago. Jake Starcevic right of the key, gives this one now to Luke. Luke at the free throw line trying to back down Lorenz on the step through off the window, and there's a foul. Foul will come across here on Easton Hall in his 4th, team's 3rd, and 2 free throws upcoming here for Luke. Free throw attempts on the way here for the Vikings. As this one will be with Luke Starcevic. Starcevic free throw is up and in. He's got 8 in the contest. The Vikings lead at 61-46 here with 3:31 left to play. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming here for Luke. Isn't it out, no good. Rebound though for Peraza. Peraza to left baseline, uses up the dribble, shovels a pass now to Osee. Osee at the right wing, back to Presley. Peraza will handle the rock there on the baseline. Peraza with a couple of dribbles right of the key, now to Bacco. Bacco gives this one to Starcevic on the cut. Jake lost it in a turnover here for the Vikings. Brody Runk in the front court, step through right wing, gives it to Peterson. Peterson with a couple of dribbles on the pass, left-handed side to Zemer with a shot fake. Zemer gives it back to Lorenz. Lorenz with a right of the key, three-pointer partially blocked by Osee, and a board coming underneath here to Brooks Bacco. Under 3 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. The Vikings will see Peraza attacking the paint for 2. Peraza now with 14. 63-46, Squirrels with the basketball down. Peterson now to Zemer. Zemer baseline jumper from 15 is up, and that'll go long. Rebound to Bacco. Bacco will see this one now for the Kindred Vikings, who are 2.5 minutes from going back to the Region 1 championship, and a timeout here for Brad Whale. Timeout here for Coach Whale. The Vikings late in the fourth quarter. They lead it by 17.
Are you dreading tax season? Don't stress. Let Olson Accounting make the tax season a breeze, just like knowing your ABCs. From individuals to businesses, the expert staff at Olson Accounting ensures every deduction is maximized, every form is filed correctly. Let Olson Accounting set up your tax plan and eliminate any problems by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
Looking to sell your equipment or needing an upgrade? Purple Wave Auction has you covered. From construction to agriculture and fleet, we make it easy for you to sell, bid, or buy. Always online and always no reserve. Take the next step and register for free today at purplewave.com. It's time to experience the easiest and most straightforward way to buy and sell equipment with Purple Wave Auction.
Timeout brought to you in part by Bank North. from values-based banking. They've been a trusted financial partner for generations. See what values-based banking can do for you and find a branch or location near you by visiting banknorth.bank. Banknorth.bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Left-handed side, this one goes to Whipple, now top of the key, back to Spellhog. Spellhog will see it here. A little hand check by Ben Nelson. That'll be his first, team's fourth, and I'll allow the shot clock to reset here to 35 seconds. 2:16 to play here in the fourth quarter. This result holds. You'll see Osi from the left pocket. Baseline, no. Rebound, put back Isaac up and in. As Isaac gets his first field goal of the contest. Other side, Squirrels, left wing. This one will go now to Jackson Deutsch, the 6'3" freshman of the game. Now to Jackson Haug, back up top. That'll be in the hands of Blix. Zane will see it here, drive kick to the left wing. That'll go Deutsch back up top now for the Squirrels as they give it back to Deutsch, now to Nelson. Nelson right of the key, taking a couple of hard dribbles on Starcevic. Nelson with the step through, wraparound pass, and going out of bounds is going to be Deutsch on the near sideline turnover here for the Central Cass Squirrels, as both teams going to kind of clear the bench, if you will, a little bit now. As the Squirrels will bring a couple of new players into the contest, and the same here for the Kindred Vikings, as they will. Riley Hansen, a junior, will check in here for the Central Cass Squirrels. Also coming in, able to see Blaze Cotton here, a freshman. For the Kindred Vikings, they'll give it up top. This one going to be stolen away by the aforementioned Blaze. Blaze with a left hand over Colin Swenson. Shot will be off the mark, and Swenson will pick up the foul. Colin with the foul. Jackson Deutsch gets the rebound here for Central Cass. Team foul number 1 on the way here in the fourth quarter. And we'll see Central Cass with Jackson Deutsch on the floor here. We'll see this here for the Central Cass Squirrels. Able to inbound it to left-handed side. This one goes back up top for Central Cass as they work the way around here. Drive on the interior. This one goes to Riley Hansen. Shot is off the mark. No. Long rebound. It'll be out of bounds, and it will stay Central Cass basketball. So again, going back to last season, Central Cass played for third. They lost to Valley City. Well, for Kindred last year, able to defeat Wahpeton by 15. The Vikings 2-0 this season against Wahpeton, 1-0 against Northern Cass. Central Cass split with Wahpeton and beat Northern Cass in their only meeting this season. Here's a right-hand scoop up for 2. Agnes able to get the 2 points on the way here for Central Cass. Ball will go left-handed side here for the Kindred Vikings, as they'll give it back up top. Tyler Gronwald, the sophomore into the game here for Kindred. This one stolen away and ripped away. Central Cass will see this with Blaze Cotton up the floor as they find it back around the world now to Nelson. Under 35 seconds to play here in the fourth. Nelson to the left-handed side for the Squirrels. Cotton will see it here on the interior, back to Nelson. Nelson's going to spin on the interior, trying to get a bounce pass, stunts the right baseline. Three-pointer is going to be up and off the iron. Rebound, though, for Nelson. Nelson throws it back up and in. Nelson continues to work, and the Central Cass Squirrels, they've scored the last 4 points. A chance for an and one here for Nelson. Nelson will head to the free throw line to shoot 2 upcoming here for the Central Cass Squirrels, as the free throw attempt is up and in. 3-point opportunity there for Nelson. Central Cass now has scored 51 here. All of the Kindred Vikings have to do, bring it in the front court with Gabriel Iverson here, a 5'11" junior guard. He gives this one left in its side now to Graham Hess, the 6' sophomore, and the Kindred Vikings will finish this one off with a 65-51 win here in this contest as they scored 16 points in the fourth quarter. Vikings moving to the Region 1 championship, while Central Cass will be moving to the third place game. Our post-game show is coming up next here on your LiveEvent.com.
Experience everything your home can be at the Lighting Gallery. Stop in for our President's Day sale, February 17th through March 1st. Save 25% on everything bath, including bathroom lighting, decorative vanity mirrors, lighted mirrors, bath accessories, and even special order items. With our large in-store selection and help from our lighting designers, you're sure to find the perfect items for your home. The Lighting Gallery, 3622 South Washington, Grand Forks. Online at shopthelightinggallery.com.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
You would never buy a one-size-fits-all shirt, and you should never do so to protect your valuable assets. And we'll find you the right fit for your insurance policies.
Home insurance, auto insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance, crop insurance.
We have you covered from head to toe, underground to Scott. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve.
As we come back on our post-game show, one of our Enbridge Energy players of the game, go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities, is Carson Ossie, able to finish with 22 points in this contest, 4 threes. He had 2 dunks in the opening quarter play. Carson, just first things first, what does this one mean this season? I know you had to wait an extra day with that number 1 seed to get into the Shack, but what does it mean to get back to the Region 1 championship coming up tomorrow night?
I know it's huge for us. I mean, this is our goal all season. Looking forward to that region tournament, looking forward to March. I mean, March is the best time of year when it comes to basketball. I mean, can't get any better, and we just come every day to practice and work hard, and then it pays off when we play.
You had a really good start to the game, a 16-3 run in the opening 4 minutes and 12 seconds. Just what really worked for your team to come out. I know talking with Bradwell, didn't want a flat start, wanted something right off the rip. What did you see from your team right off the opening tip?
You know, I think we came out with a bunch of defensive intensity, got steals, got out, got those dunks, but then we kind of let off, I thought, and got too complacent. And then it came back in it. I think, what was the score at halftime? We were up by only 6.
Yep.
And so, I mean, we just can't do that in March. I mean, teams are going to give us their best shot, and so we just got to stay on the throttle the whole game.
I know you and I were talking, Jake Starsvik goes between me and Brad Anderson, our cohort. Thank God there's an open chair right there because I'm not sure how Jake would have, more so for myself, not Jake. But just when you see teams diving on the floor, jumping over scores tables, what does that do for this club, whether it's Jake or anybody else?
I mean, that just shows the players we have. I mean, we got guys on the floor down for loose balls, getting 50-50 balls, and in games in March, those are huge plays. Momentum plays, get an extra possession, get an extra shot. I mean, those are huge for us.
As a team that's got length and athleticism, what's it like playing on a little bit bigger of a college floor once you get to this time of the year?
It's fun. I mean, it's more spacing, more up and down, and it's a little more tiring, though, I will admit. extra 10 feet or whatever, it adds a little bit of.
For you, Carson, when you're able to get into a good rhythm, you hit that first shot, what does that do? We saw the dribble pull-up. We saw that 20-25-footer. Just what does that do for you just mentally on the offensive side?
I found that's huge for me as a player. When I get going right away, first quarter, get going, see a shot going, that's huge for me for the rest of the game. So a hot start for me is really important.
Hey, Carson, congratulations. We'll see you 24 hours from now. Biggest thing, last thing that you need to do is what tomorrow, whether it's Northern Cass or Wahpeton in that Region 1 title?
We just got to come, play hard, and compete, and ready to have some fun, and hopefully come out on top.
That, again, is Carson Ossie, one of our Enbridge Energy players of the game. We'll take a quick break and continue after this here inside the Shack.
Its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has brought in to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Benedictine Mission Coordinator has a great move-in special. For a limited time, you can save $5,000 when you move in. That's $1,000 off your first 4 months of rent, and the $1,000 move-in fee is waived. Your rent at Benedict and Mission Coordinator covers 3 meals a day, home and yard maintenance, indoor access to Essentia Health Clinic and Benedict and Therapy Services, and much more. To schedule an appointment, call Benedict and Mission Court at 218-784-5250. Save $5,000 with this move-in special.
High school basketball here today. Again, that is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes energy. Again, that is Enbridge.com. That is Carson OCR. Agassi Precision Egg Play of the contest here in this one. It goes to Jake Starcevic as he hurdles over the scores table here. Would finish with 11 points. He did a little bit of everything from rebounds, assists, to steals here. Jake Starcevic literally hurdling a scores table is our Agassi Feature Precision Egg Play of the contest. Agassi Precision Egg. Find what precision planting can do for you in Hillsboro and beyond in the surrounding communities. Get in touch with them at planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com. From there, final numbers look like this. The Vikings improved to 20-1 on the season. That again is 21-1. Carson O.C. with 22 points, 14 on the way for Peraza, 11 here for Starcevic, 7 for Brooks Spotko, 8 for Luke Starcevic, and Isaac Spellhog finishes with 2. The Vikings go 11 of 18 from the free throw line, 5 threes here in this one. One for the Central Cass Squirrels, 14 points here for Cash Lorenz on 4 threes, 10 points for Brody Runk with 5 rebounds, 9 points for Cole Brewer, 3 threes off the bench. Easton Hollow with 7 points, 3 rebounds. He had 4 points for Andrew Zemer, 2 for Zane Blix, 3 for Ben Nelson, and 2 points as well here off the bench for the Central Cass Squirrels. The Squirrels dropped to 8-15 on the season. Central Cass with the loss will have a game coming up next for the third place game, while you will make your way for the Kindred Vikings into the championship tomorrow with a 65-51 win. Coming up in 15 minutes, it's Wahpeton and Northern Cass in our second game of the semifinals here on your LiveVent.com.